probably punt that one over to you.
Defer. So the barrel aging program. Some of it sort of evolved organically. So, being a pirate brewery, rum barrels come to mind. Rum barrels aren't the greatest barrels to work with, so
They're hard to find.
and they're difficult to find. So you normally start out with procurement as our first step in the process. So bourbon barrels are relatively easy to get. So more of our beers are in bourbon barrels than any others. But the rum barrels we do get for one specific beer every year. The bourbon barrel was, I guess, an experiment with the Great Pumpkin a few years back, and the bourbon barrel, the vanilla and the oak sort of blended well with the real caramel, nutmeg flavors of that beer, and sort of gave it another dimension. So we decided it would be, let's explore as many things as we can. How many other dimensions can we find or add to the beer? So we've done a few things, some unusual things. We used a Jamaican allspice wood on a Belgian triple last year, which gave it sort of a tannic, dry finish. And we've taken a similar beer this year, Phantom Ship, which is also a Belgian triple, and we put that in bourbon barrels to try to sort of take advantage of that vanilla, oaky flavor and see what that does to the beer. So it's kind of an exploration. We don't necessarily know what's going to happen. We have some experience with a lot of the woods, but we did brandy barrels last year on our Belgian double, which was fantastic. I thought that was a really good project.
That was a great beer.
And then money's an issue too. I mean, some barrels are, the price to make 200 barrels worth of beer, you're talking sometimes 300 wooden barrels. It becomes cost prohibitive.
Approaching $200 a pop.
It becomes cost prohibitive to produce the beer. Nobody, I mean, beer may be great, but who's going to pay $35 for a bottle of beer? So
They're out there.
they are not 200 barrels worth. So we try to balance a lot of different things: creativity, availability, cost, and have fun with it. So, and we do some experiments too. So Phantom Ship, which we just took out of bourbon barrels earlier this week, we took some of that beer and put some in a red wine barrel and some in a white wine barrel to see how that sort of will play into a future plan. So if we ever do a Belgian style beer in the future, wow, the red wine gave it an extra kind of layer of color and dryness that maybe the white wine barrel didn't. So we'll keep that in mind and maybe do some of those type of things down the road.